Karen, we're starting with just a little bit of bridging. If you guys have a foam roller, you can use it. If you would prefer to use the floor, that's fine too. We're going to start with our inhale to start and exhale to press up. And then we'll inhale to lower our spine. And as you go down through the lower spine in particular, think about a vertebra at a time. So we're exhaling up. There's a space underneath your neck, and inhaling down. Come on in. Good. Hello. We just started with some waking up of the bridges, Michelle. Our knees are over the ankles. The low back should feel like it's getting a little bit more circulation now, a little bit more segmenting. And then we'll do another one or two, let you catch up here, and then we're going to hold the high place. Hygiene, we're doing some bridges to warm up. Stay up on this next one and then hold. You can verify that your two hip bones are equidistant to the ceiling. You can notice that you're in your glutes and your hamstrings, but there's no strain in your low back. Hold here another moment. And on your exhale, we'll lower the spine a little slower down through the low back. And then once your sacrum's down, take your hands to the feet soles, pull the knees down on either side for a happy baby stretch. Breathe in. And then we're just going to take a longer leg position. So reach your legs out a little longer. The knees are soft. They're still long, but the knees are soft. So there's no hyperextension. Exhale, lift up. So we'll just touch these hamstring bridges, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we're doing 10 here, so we've got 3 more. Exhale on the way up, and then try to hold it up for 10. Here we go. 10, stay up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down, and then bend your knees, and then let's take the thighs into the belly, so hug the legs in, and then we're going to take the legs along the roller, the arms overhead. Inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to come up 3 times while you roll the knees in, and then inhale, stretch out. Exhale, roll up, 2, and then let's take 1 more. And exhale, 3. Now this time we're going to roll up, but we're going to start with our knees bent. So take an inhale, you're on the back, on the floor, and then you're going to straighten your legs and go over. There's a hamstring stretch right there. Inhale, and then the modification could be that you do a bridge pose, or on the foam roller is even more challenging, or you do a small crunch. All right, that was 3 each way. Really good job. Grab a sip, and then we're going to meet on the belly for some swans. Now you can use your foam roller for a prop. And again, you don't have to use one. So I'll demonstrate with the pinky side of the forearm down, kind of like a knife. Now inhale and peel yourself up, either with the roller or without. Good. And then if your elbow bothers you at all, Jean, just do this without your hands on anything. So it's back extension. That's our goal. Yeah, there you go. Just avoid the part that hurts, right? Back extension up and down. So we're touching base with the back extension before we hold it for endurance. Upper back. Now breathe into the area you feel getting your stretched. I feel like you're getting your upper back extended, your chest and high rib cage opening. Now we're going to hold it up there. So stay up in 10. Breathe 9. Good. 8. I like your neck position. I like how nobody's overly creased at the neck. Inhale. Lower. Now we're going to do that 2 more times, but you're taking a low down in between. Here we go. Come up. Breathe. Shoulders are down the back. Lifting, opening, breathing. And exhale, lower. Take a little breather. Here we do it one more time. Come up. 5, good. 6, good head position. Call 7, 8, 9. Now lower yourself down and let your arms be your pillow. I'm going to set aside the roller just a bit in front of me. Lengthen the left leg up all by itself, and then lengthen the right leg up. You're pivoting off your hip bone when you do these alternating leg extensions. That's your move. And if you would like to add on, your arms are going to be like a little bit of a Y. And you can keep the shoulder blades down the back wherever you are. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Now we're going to add the harder variation is all the limbs are off the floor and you keep on swimming. Breathe, upper back. Good, 2. And then let your hands be underneath your head or your cheek and bend the knees. You're just going to sway your legs left to right. And then you're going to lengthen the knees. Lift up both thighs and tap the feet together. Now this is hamstrings and also glutes and in inner thighs. Tap them together another 10 taps. And then recover into a child pose, or if you prefer a puppy dog pose, something that gets you a little bit of a rest in the body. Toes under is a nice variation. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come on up, take a sip. We're just going to touch a few planks. Welcome back. So if you are using your prop, if you would like to use your foam roller or another prop, the foot side of your mat's going to have the prop and your forearms are going to be down. Now we're just going to take a 10 count. So hold here with your shoulder blades down the back. 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, good. Everyone's looking good. 4, 3, 2. Now, side plank is what I'd like to offer. Jean, if your elbow hurts, you could do a double leg lift on your side. That way you lift your thighs, but not your arm getting hurt. So 5, 4, 3, good. Now we're going to be doing the other side for 10. I just have to shift, but you guys just shift on over. You're good. Take a 10 side plank or any modification you need. Good. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower, and we're going to do a reverse plank or a reverse table. So that's up to you. This would be reverse table or long. Ankles on. Here we go. Let's go up for 10, 2, 3. Good. 4, open the shoulders. Notice how it's an opener. 3, there you go. 2, now lower down and just take a moment to massage the carpals. So holding hands with yourself, roll the wrist about 5 times one way. Do it as you need. And roll it the other way about 5. Yep. Terrific. Grab a sip and we're going to come back to some posture. So this is without the roller, but if you want to keep it handy, you're welcome to. We're going to be belly down. The hands are now off the floor. So I always do these, and I always do the ones with the hands on the floor because this is pure back strength. So hands are off the floor, probably like a little palm facing down, but if that hurts your shoulders, then you can flip them. Otherwise, lift your torso. Now you can lift your toes as well. Scan your neck. That's the easiest cue to accidentally forget about. So you won't lengthen your neck, no creases. Breathe and you're going to feel yourself come up. Exhale and you'll lower a little bit, but not all the way down. So just kind of hover here as you're breathing. Now we're going to lower and take a possible second position, which is hands interlaced at the low back. Again, if that forces your shoulders forward, don't do it. Leave your hands beside your hips. Here we go. Come up. 10. Keep breathing, and when you breathe, your body will move. So you're letting that happen. You're allowing that to happen. lower. Now on this one, you can bend one knee. You can hold onto your foot. You could bend the other knee and hold onto your foot, but we're going to do it twice if you're a one-footer. So here we go. Come on up. And gently push your feet into your hands. Neck is still with ease, no crease. Breathe in. Bow pose. Lower for a moment. Now either take your other foot, good Karen, or you're going to do that two-footed one again. Here we go. Come on up. Breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Good, I like the rock. You're going to push back. Now a child pose, and you can add on the elbows bending if you would like to add that little extra tricep stretch. And then come on up, grab a sip, and we're going to do a little spinal articulation. Now, there's a progression here. If you are already familiar with your progressions, go for it. And you want the harder ones, go for it. I'm going to go through the layers. That way you always know you have a come back to or a go forward move. So right here, your hands and knees are under, the hands are the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. You're going to lower back, articulate. Try to think about how you did that in spinal bridge. And then you're in a cow, cat, and you're going to lift up your sternum, glide the shoulder blades down, lift your tailbone, and we're going to do that again. So think about each part of your back. If you've traveled or been sitting for a while, these are really nice ones. Or you had a really hard workout this week. So this is the comeback move. Now, if you would like to, you can do a down dog. There's your calves now. You lift your heels. You push your lumbar spine up, then you'll keep going until you're in an up dog. And this is why I say you could do one of those. Another thing you could do is the beast in the cat-cows. So your main goal, get some articulation in the spine. Inhale. Oh, very good. Exhale. It's like the breath helps you articulate the spine. So as slow as you need. I know sometimes I need to go slower during the low back. Open, good, good, good. Down, nice. And how about another one here? Lift, lower back, middle back, upper back. Open your heart. Tuck your chin. Upper back, middle back, lower back. And then come down. Woo! Nice job, guys. And then sit any way you want. Grab a sip. We'll get a little rotation here to prime the back. This is another way. So your body likes extension. We did it. We did flexion. Now we're doing a rotation. This ought to help open it up. In posture as well. Open up the arms so we can go the other way. It's like you're going over a fence. See if that feels amazing. Now come up. Now any kind of, this is called lateral flexion, any kind of feet you want, legs you want, the KRA, the key result area is the upper body, is getting a lateral flexion. You can add a rotation as well, and the down one will get your back more, the up one will get your obliques more. So I can feel like today I need both, so I want you to have fun and explore. Breathe in and see if you can imagine this side that you're stretching is getting expanded, expansive. The ribs are getting further away from each other. Go up. One hand could be on the floor. Maybe it's your forearm. Maybe you cross your arm to the other thigh. It's okay. Whatever works today. It's mostly about this upper stretch, lateral flexion. We're adding that rotation. Breathe in, breathe in. Inhale. Take it. Inhale. And then exhale. Now while we're here, we're going to do one extension, but it's also for the shoulders. I'm going to stretch my legs just as a counter pose, go up and back, and then we're going to go back into some strengthenings. The releases, the stretches help you get the range of motion you want in the strengthening, and they also help counteract any tightness you might get from forward living. So lift up your heart. You're light on your wrist. You're more about this inside job, lifting your heart. All right, now when you're ready, sit any way you want. Take the fingers down and pull them down with the other hand, shoulder blade drops. So you have this long neck, and then the other one, fingers down, drop. Nice. All right, now we're going to put a few things together that are functional and also coordination. So just do your best, grab a sip, belly down. The belly down swan is going to be upper body, lower body. So when you're ready, you can inhale your no hands position, and then when you can't use your hands anymore, or you can't go up anymore, use your hands, push yourself up. Now lower yourself down in the upper body, but lift your thighs up. Now we're going to do that again. Lift your upper body without using your hands, and then let your hands assist you. Okay, lower your torso, and then lift your legs. Now lift your torso and let your hands push. And then lower your torso. Now you probably know what's coming. And if you would care to add on this bit of coordination, you're up, you let go, and you can catch once, or you can do about 3 to 5 in a rock. More. Good job, guys. Push back, little child pose. I'm going to do a knee wide one, so there's a huge room for good extension, Karen. That looked great. Good, Cole. That looked great, you guys. Now I'm doing a knee wide one this time, this belly placement, so I can get a big, full diaphragmatic breath. Inhale. Good. And then we're going to go to our side. Again, this is a coordination move. You're not needing this foam roller, but you certainly can grab a sip. The first part is that you're on your arm, and you may have to move my mic. You're on your arm sideways. And the exhale is going to lift up your legs. What I'll cue is for the layering of this banana boat. So there's 10 of these double leg lifts. Nice, right here, you can see the hand is getting that attention, the obliques. If you would care to add on, your upper body can now add on 5. So I'm trying to clear the armpit. Maybe you'll use your fingertips. Now, any of this you want, you can take. If you would like, you can come up. So we actually go up to a banana boat, 5. Good, exhale, 4. 3, 2, nice. One more, and remember you're doing whichever layer you need to. Hold it, good, good. 5, good, Betty. 4, you got it. 3, 2, 1, good. I just held a hold on the last one, so you know I'll be doing that on the other side. And if you want, grab a sip. We're going to do the same pattern. All these moves are sort of putting together some components for a bigger move, but you can always stay on one of the layers. So the first layer was double leg lift. And Jean, this is also a great one if your elbow is ever hurting and we're doing a side plank. This gets you off your arm. 5, but it's that same plane. 7, 8, 9. Okay, then we did the upper half of our body. And now it could be 5, 4, good. 3, 2, yeah, this is just layers of difficulty with the arms. Now, if you want, you can put it together. So it's an inhale Yeah, and then an exhale. You have to do a little bit more oomph. And then you come down. That all good. Nice, Karen. Yes, perfect. 2, 3. Woo. 4. One more. And 5. And then you're going to try to hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good, Betty. Hey, what do you call it? It creates a need to drink. It builds up a sweat. So grab a sip. You grabbed the sip and then you did the 5 for more strength. Good job. We'll do a little bit of a hands and knee position here. Now, if you would like more padding under your knees, you can certainly do that. So you have, because you're going to be lifting up one knee. So once you're there, just make sure everything's comfy. Now, I'm going to offer that the toes are off. Know that if you want your toes on, it's a little easier. So the right leg is out, the hips are level. The left arm is out, the hips are level. Now exhale, bend the elbow to the knee underneath your body and then straighten. So I went right for the harder variation. So the modification is to put your toes down. 2, 3, 4, we're doing 6 here. 5 and 6. Now, the other hand and the other knee come up. Make sure your knee's comfy. Here we go. And no toes. I almost let my toes touch. 2, rounding is your spinal flexion, which is an ab crunch. 3, 4, 5. One more. 6. Now, leave your toes down. Lift your right foot like the foot is trying to face the sky. Let your left hand come off the floor and find your foot. There you go, Michelle. Push it up. Now your other foot is on the floor because you don't want to fall. This one's more focused on stretching. 5, good. Lift the knee a little higher. I think you can do it. That was it. Good, Betty. Did you feel that? You just, sometimes 1 millimeter, it lets you know you got it. You can do it. Here we go. Now lower. Take the other foot up. It's as if your sole of your foot's trying to look at the ceiling. Take your other hand to that foot or ankle or so. Push up. Good, Jean. Breathe. Open. 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Nice job. Lower back. Good. I'm going to take a child pose here and bend the elbows. Take a moment. Nice. Take a sip if you would like. I want to do a little coordination with our plank. So if you're up for a challenge and the coordination, so a physical and the coordination challenge, you're going to have your roller at one end. And what we'll do is inchworm center, inchworm left, inchworm right, pike up, which is dolphin, pike left, pike right. That's the move. Now I'm going to cue it, but you can see what we're doing is going right for the neuroplasty right away. So forearms down, get into plank. The roller's kind of closer to your knee side of your shin. I like to toe in. So the first move is 1 inchworm. Bend the knees and then straighten a plank. Now inchworm left, plank. Inchworm right, plank. Now lift the hips, knees long, dolphin, plank, dolphin left, plank, dolphin right. One more time if you're up for it. Bend the knees, inchworm, plank. Bend the knees left, plank. Bend the knees right, so it's inchworm right, plank. Lift the hips, knees long, lift the hips left, lift the hips right, and then recover. Nice job. Perfect job. Good. So we are going to do a side plank. If you need to do a double leg lift instead, that is just fine. Or if you need to do a front plank, Jean, do that as well. We are going to do a little pattern. So the feet side has, or whatever prop you have, the feet side has it. We're going to do thread the needle, paint the sky, arm circle. So I'm going to say it again, thread the needle, paint the sky, arm circle. So the brain, here we go, come up. Whoops, we got to thread the needle. We got to paint the sky. Now you can make a humongous circle. Good, here we go. Thread the needle, paint the sky, and then you can make a humongous circle. One more. Thread the needle, paint the sky, and then make a humongous circle. Lower your hips. Nice job, and nice job from the get-go. Really good. One of the ideas is that the first run cold is as good as the last run is after you're warmed up, and you guys showed that. So staggered or stacked, staggered's easier, stack's harder. You choose. Come up. Our pattern, and we did 3 of the patterns, rotation. So I'll say thread the needle, paint the sky. Now any hugest circle you can, your range of motion. Here we go, rotation, lateral flexion, humongous circle, complete that circle. One more, here we go. Exhale, rotation, lateral flexion, paint the sky. Now the biggest circle you can, make it about your flexibility, and then lower down. Nice job, terrific job, wonderful. Grab a sip. I want to sneak in a set of push-ups for our arms. I want you to decide though if you're going to do standing up against the wall. And if you are doing standing up against the wall, try to stand up without using your hands. If you're going to do push-ups down, there's all sorts of variations. So one could be all fours, which is the easiest, and then your knees going back is another one. On the toes is another one. So try your 10 reps where you need to be. 2, good. 3, good. There you go, Jean, that's good. 4, 5, 6, and I am trying to stimulate a little wrist on purpose. Good. 8. Nice job, and then recover. And one of my 72-year-old guys tripped over something and did break his wrist. So you guys, I've told you, like, we want to do a little bit of stimulus for the wrist so we don't forget it in case you do ever fall. There's a hand, you know, and you accidentally put your hand out. So I'm going to be doing just a little bit of wrist. And then nice. And then we're going to come back. So that was 10. Then we're going to come back to a lying down position. So I'm going to give you a layering of things you could do. Now the eventual is a coordinated move. So you're on your back. Begin to circle your thighs. So this is a circle, because there is a bicycle where you're kind of just pistoning, but this one is a circle. Now if you want it harder, bicycle further away from your head and you've got more weight. If you would like to come up, it's a bit coordinated, you can bicycle your arms and come up to teaser, or you could take your fingertips beside your temples and come up. Good. Or cross your arms on your chest. Good. So we're doing 2 of these, or you can just stay down and bicycle. 2, and do a 30-degree crunch. Nice. And 1. Nice job. Full body stretch. Really good job. Stay low. We're going to go back and do some traditional Pilates. Leave the left leg down. Lift the right leg up. Now, right here, you can tell if your hamstrings are needing a stretch, right? So start with your circle of, this is leg circle. And feel the ribs down, feel the shoulders down. Feel that lubrication of that joint. You're passing through a hamstring stretch each time your legs up towards the sky. Yeah, I need one too, Cole. We're going to be adding on. All right, just hit it the other way. So about 8 circles each way. Your hip joint, this is a great movement for your hip joint. So we're going to keep those hips flexible, mobile. Synovial fluid is that WD-40. Now when you have done that 8th one, we are taking a stretch. Hold on to the leg, the calf, the toe, whatever you got. And option, so I'm trying to spread out my toes right here. I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to try to spread out the toes. Now your 2 fingers could go to the big toe, possibly lift up into an ab crunch. Now you're trying to maintain that hamstring stretch and your left leg can be off the floor. If you need an assist, your left hand can be underneath your head. 10, 2. Now I'm really going for the stretch because I need that. We need that. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your head. One more moment for a stretch. And then let that down. Now that leg, if you wiggle it out, it should feel a little looser and longer. Take the left leg, slide it along the floor, lift it up. Let's see how the hamstring feels. If possible, it's even tighter than my right. So let's do a circle. See what you notice. With your inhale, you're starting that circle, and then your exhale is closing that circle. 4, 5, 6, good. You're feeling the hamstring stretch when you pass through the top. Right leg pours down. All right, let's hit the other direction. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Maybe the leg feels a little more warmed up now. Stay up, and I'm going to use the hands to feel a hamstring stretch. Pull the toes back and even spread the toes. It might be giving in. You might be able to detect it's letting you have a little more stretch. Okay, if you would like, spread the toes. Your 2 fingers come up to the big toe and between the big toe and the second toe. Your right leg gets off the mat. Here we go. Hamstring stretch plus an ab crunch. Your right hand could be behind your head. Good, Betty. 10, 2, nice. Cole looks great. Good, Jane. Everybody looks good, Michelle. 4. Yep. 3, 2. Now let your head rest. Still hold the stretch a moment longer here. Just hold it a little bit longer. Same stretch. 5, 4, 3. Your leg could be down, your head could be down. We're just getting a bonus. Okay, both hands, both feet, head down, and try to be like a letter V. I'm going to move away from the wall. Stretch. Inner thigh. Let the feet down. And now I want to give you 3 of these moves called climb a tree. That's the option, but you could also do bridging. So if you're doing climb a tree, walk your feet out a little bit. You see me walking them out. Right leg is long, so the thighs are together, but the one calf is out in the air. If you're doing climb a tree, you can take your inhale. It's a graceful sweep up, and then it's a little hamstring stretch. Good, and then you walk down if you need it. Inhale, graceful, sweep up, tuck the chin, stretch the hamstring at the top. Good, and then inhale, go open, exhale, and hold. 5, 4, got it. Now I'm going to add on, possibly take that leg across the midline. Hand down, look over. Do you feel that outer hamstring? Good. If you're down, just cross the leg across your midline a little bit. Yeah, like we do in a stretch. Yeah. All right, here we go. Open it up to the other side. Either if you're down, open it up to the side, or if you're up, just take an inner thigh stretch. Good. Inhale. Yeah. Bring it back to center. Here we go. We're coming down. We're switching which leg's on the floor. We're putting the other leg up in the air. A graceful inhale. Yes. And here we go. Sequence the spine down, sequence the spine up, sequence the spine down, sequence the spine up. Now we did 3, hold. Good, and remember if you're down, just stay hamstringy. Now take that right hand to the outside of your left foot and cross the midline with your leg, or if you're down, do a traditional cross the midline hamstring stretch. You want to feel your outer hamstring. Now hold on to the inside of that foot with that left hand, right hand behind you, or just take the leg out a bit like we do in an inner, yeah. Good. If you remember the barrel from my studio, or it can be done like this on the reformer, this is just a fun little variation. All right, you're going to come down, take an inhale, and roll all the way down, full body stretch. And we're going to take a little bit of a single leg bridge because it's so important for the glutes. So if you care to have your foam roller nearby, you can. I'll demonstrate it without today. So I'll use the floor. Either one's fine with me. Inhale. I want you to follow your gut. Now curl up one time just to kind of do a reminder of the program for your body. That was bridge. Now once you're down, you can lift your right leg up. We're going to point the toes of the right leg. Now keep them pointed as you curl up and down. Now still articulate, still keep your hips level, but you only have one leg doing the work, one leg getting a little gentle energy in it. Yep. Left foot on the floor, Karen. Yep, 5, 6, because it's a bridge. It's just single bridging. 7, but your attention's on the evenness and the articulation. 2 more. Still try to articulate your spine. Now the right foot comes down, left foot up, and try to point it. You want energy in that left leg. It's not just dangling. Here we go, up, and then lumbar spine. Curl up. Yeah. All 4 corners of that right foot are pushing. 5. Energize your left leg. It's straight. 6, 7. Good. 8, 9, and then 10. Now, one of my favorites, right ankle to left thigh, reach your hand through the window. Add a little rock if you'd like. Ooh, feels great today. 10. Inhale. Switch it up, guys, and ankle to thigh. Hands through. Good. And now see how that one feels. Add a little rock if you'd like. 5, 6, 7, 8. Your exhales are a great chance to release tension. We're going to add in 1 bound angle supine too. So when you're ready, your feet soles touch and your knees are pretty wide, and your inner thighs, the pectineus, the little ones, are getting a stretch. So pull those feet in close. Good. And we'll sprinkle in a few supine abs, but if you prefer to do bridges, please do them. I'm going to sprinkle in a few of these crisscrosses so that your hands behind your head. You're going to add a rotation 12 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Recover for a moment. The next one is either bridge or right leg up, left leg down. So we're lifting our torso and we're getting a little scissor 2. We're doing 12 of whatever we're doing. Nice, Betty. That's good. That's it. 4, 5. Yeah, and one hand could be behind you. Good. Great. Look at that. Look at all the ways to modify. I love it. 4, 3, 2. Recover for a moment. Kind of rock here. Here's double leg stretch. Down it would look like this. Up long. Arms and legs hug, or legs a little further away from the arms from the legs, or traditional lift up your shoulders and exhale, pull. 3, 4, 5, 6, just do 10 of these. 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Now we are putting our feet down and we are curling up to bridge. Bridge is, you can feel the hips are open now. Bridge is a great counter pose to those. 5, 4, 3, 2, Now lower back down, take a full body stretch where you shift through your body as if you're on a ladder and you're trying to shift one leg past the other, one arm past the other. I'm going to use this exhale to pop up to grab a sip. I want to do a few for the active mobility for the legs. So what's going to happen, grab a sip, this will be on our side in a moment. And it's more about mobility and strength together. So functional mobility, functional strength. So just going to touch base with these. Take your arm underneath your ear, and I want you to try to do 5 of the high leg lifts. So your inhale goes up, up, up. Now that's what you're going after, that functional stretch. And then you can point, because we like flexible ankles for the back. Breathe in, 3, 2, do one complete one, and then hold that foot in the air. Now try to feel a stretch on this angle. The left foot actually acts like a little firm frame for your body to not topple over. Try to stretch. Try to catch it anywhere you can. Nice, and then let that go. Now for the bottom leg, these are also balancers. I want you to point and lift up 5. So with a pointed foot, lift up 5 as high as you can. And then flex that bottom foot and do 5 here. Really pull the pinky toe back. Now what you'll do is lie on your belly to transition. We're going to add on a flutter kick fast. So your legs are going to flutter while your head's resting. About 20 hamstrings. And then we're going to go to the other side. I have to just change sides. Take your arm like a pillow and let your top leg go pointing up, flexing down. Pointing up, and I'm trying to work that top range of motion. So this is my tight leg. You can see I'm really trying to work that tight range of motion. Get it up there, 4 with a long knee. 5 complete. Use the bottom leg to help frame. Now this hand, wherever you grab is fine. Just make it your intention to stretch it there. Bottom foot kind of pushes down. Ooh. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take that inhale. Now that leg goes in front. Hey, take the bottom leg, point and lift it 5 with a point. This is for balance. These muscles are important for climbing mountains and stairs too. Pull the toes back, 2, 3. All right, if you would like a Dynaband or a Pilates ring, we're going to do some stretches with the foam roller. So grab that, and I'm going to grab the Pilates ring today. So take this. Underneath. And ideally, you can straighten one leg, and then the other leg's in the air. So I'll just call the right leg up, the left leg's down. If that pulls on your back too much, one trick is to try lowering the foam roller or the arc a little bit lower towards your leg that's down. Or another trick would be just to bend the left knee if you need to modify. So I want you to feel like one psoas is getting a great stretch, because that's a critical muscle for the low back. I want you to feel like the low back's getting decompressed, so the hips are higher than the rest of the spine. The top leg's also getting a fabulous hamstring stretch. Gravity's helping this bottom leg, so you'll feel like it kind of gives. Cross the midline like we did with that stretch earlier with the climatry. Just barely cross it and you'll feel the outer hamstring. Go out to the side a little bit. Feel the inner hamstring, inner thigh. So that should feel amazing. Take the other one up, the other one down. And if you need to adjust on your block or your arc, your foam roller, just take your time. Your low back should feel terrific decompressed. Scan your hips, and any tension you feel like you can relieve with your conscious effort, let it go. Can cross the midline a little bit. Go out to the side a little bit. Oh, you just feel like all of the hamstrings are getting taken care of. Inhale. Now both legs are going to be draped over the prop. So for me, I have to lower it down a little bit and then just let the psoas drop. So it sometimes takes a little longer. It's the muscle that attaches the upper body to the lower body. So just let go, breathe. This is going to be really good for your low back if it's felt tight at all. So breathe, let it go with your conscious relaxation. 10. Now ease your feet onto the floor just so that you can barely lift up off of there. Yeah. Let it down for a moment. We're getting ready to do an upper back extension, but I want you to feel that. Ha. Now the upper back. So one trick is to take your foam roller on the biggest or roundest part of your back. And then you may need a foam block, or you might use your, a sweatshirt's fine, or some prop or your hands to put your head on the floor. The main goal, the KRA, the key result area, is that your upper back, thoracic spine is getting a stretch the opposite way. Good. Now we add the breath. That's it. Yeah, if your low back was pulling at all, you bend your knees and your feet are on the floor. Good call. Breathe into the upper back. Breathe into the upper back. You could do knees wide too as another variation. I'll show it here, bound angle. Oh, that's a nice one. 5, upper back. 4, 3, 2. Okay, you can let the feet be on the floor, knees bent, and then let your hands help you. Now before we do the next one, just notice how your back feels. So you've got this fascial re-education. Okay, if your back got lower, that's great. You responded. The tightness isn't mechanical. Now on the next one, we're going to be lying on our foam roller long ways or some type of extension. I like a little extra under the upper back because I don't feel quite the foam roller. So you're long. This is, again, a passive extension, but with the pec. So Cole, the difference will be the arms get sort of a Y or a T. That way you get this pec. So if you have anything forward you do during the day, like most humans, this helps counteract that. Breathe in, open. Good. Now try to let the chest and shoulders get a relax. 5. Here's that breath. 4, 3, 2. And then you're going to ease off of there, guys. We're going to take a rotation. I do like to have that towards the end of the practice. It's great for the nervous system too. So your right knee can go across your body. Your left hand can hold it. And if you have a tendency towards shoulder tightness or just love this mobility, you can take a few circles and then leave it out. Again, pec. Now upper back, low back, hips. It's a big stretch. There's a lot going on this one. Melt into the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, We're going to take an inhale and then go to the other side. Now one leg's long. You're going to take the left knee down, twist, right hand can stay on it. A lot of you like that little circle you add with your shoulder. Ooh, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and leave your hand out. Now take an inhale, and then as you exhale, we're going to take a quad stretch. So some of you would probably like to do it this way, heel to booty, and stay on your side. Another neat way, Betty, I think you prefer the one on the roller. I want you to just find which way gets your quad and that you can maintain lumbopelvic stability. So another way to say that is your ribs are in line with your pelvis. So for me, it's a little ab contraction near my ribs. It's a little ab contraction here. All right, rest. You can throw in the shoulders. Good. I like that one for you too, Cole. Perfect. The breath goes really low. This helps with the low back tremendously and with knee health. Get ready. Try the other one. So you've got that foot underneath you. Your pecs are open. Oops. Keep going. I'm still tending towards cramping after the bike race, so I had to come out, but do what you need. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. 9. Ooh. Okay, guys, legs up on the wall. This is really nice if you put your foam roller under your sacrum. Yeah, or whatever you have. Okay, you're going to be putting a sacral block underneath you or a foam roller. So you've got this elevated pelvis, and just relax your eyes for a moment. Relax your mind and full breathing. You can breathe in wellness. It's maximizing that ability to come back to a stronger state, full breathing. Let this next breath be one of appreciation for your body. It's working so hard in our favor. The next breath, appreciation for your mind, for the focused discipline of continuing wellness. And then for your breathing. And then just slowly come out so you're able to go to a seated position. In a neutral position, meaning ear in line with the shoulder, shoulder in line with the middle rib in line with the hip. So from the side, you would look like your head's evenly resting on your neck, not forward of. There's a slight openness, and we'll just take another inhale. Breathe in and just feel, where does your breath go? Try to give it to every alveoli, every part of your lung. An intention of wellness to your body. And on the next inhale, send that breath to every alveoli, an intention of wellness to your mind, this focused mind that likes that feeling of stability and clarity and creativity. And then we're going to inhale a feeling of appreciation to the spirit, or that part of us that's beyond physical, as it's always going towards wellness. And we'll conclude with the breath of unifying those three parts, the body, mind, spirit, body, mind, breath. And we'll continue our journey towards wellness with this incredible stability.